Okay guys, now that we're back, let me do a little introduction for you guys. So what's going to be happening is we're going to be using Pokemon from Generation 2, so Pokemon Crystal in this case. I was thinking about Silver or Gold, we're going to go with Pokemon Crystal, because it works out a little bit better for us. And we're going to use a whole bunch of Pokemon that people don't particularly like. So we'll be using Pokemon that are either fairly hated on, people don't like, or that are somewhat unused and aren't very common, especially in maybe newer games, as well as in this one. And a lot of these Pokemon, I went from like a lot of my favorites as well for this. So I gotta tell you, Drowsy probably won't be on this list. Drowsy's fine. I don't particularly care that much for Drowsy too much compared to a lot of these other Pokemon. So that's the reason I'm not going to be using Drowsy most likely. But if you guys, if you guys want to see any specific Pokemon, let me know, and I'll add them to the list, and we might be able to use them temporarily. But for the moment, let me show you which Pokemon we will be using. So ignore the game screen, that's going to be changing in just a little bit, because we have to start a new game. So we have Hoppip down here, which I think is going to be a great Pokemon. It should be, hopefully, if we get lucky, there's a 1% chance that on the first route we'll get a Hoppip. But it's only a 1% chance. It goes up to 15% later, so we're going to be trying for that. Let me add some more images and show you guys some other potential Pokemon that we will be getting in this game. Okay. Another Pokemon that we'll be getting, if you guys didn't know or couldn't guess, is this one. They're all gonna apparently appear above my face. So Ditto is another Pokemon that will be grabbing onto the squad. And these ones will change a little bit, guys. Not that. That's not a Pokemon. Take your guesses. Take your guesses on which Pokemon you think will not be seen, and which ones you'd like to see. Because we won't be having stuff like Ditto for quite a few routes. And we're going to try and drop our starter Pokemon fairly immediately. Which one do I want? This one. We're going to try for this guy as well. Although let me make the picture a little bit smaller for you guys first. Whoop! Dunsparce. We're going to be grabbing ourselves a Dunsparce at some point. Because I think Dunsparce is super underused and super cool. Let's see, what else are we going to grab? Ditto so pink? Yeah, and Hoppip. A lot of pink so far. Oop. That's not a Pokemon either. These are all just people from our podcast series that we had going. Okay, another potential Pokemon is going to be this one. You ready for it? Boom! That's going to be another Pokemon for us. Now I do have potentially a few too many Pokemon, so bear with me on that. And I'm going to have to reorder this screen at some point to make it look a little bit better. Oh, I should probably state why I'm choosing this Pokemon. So, and a surprise, it's pink. So means then you're correct. Absolutely correct. So, we have our Hoppip, because it only has Splash at the very start of the game. No one really uses it because its stats are garbage. In Gen 2, it doesn't do much either. It was used as like a toxic store Pokemon competitively back in the day. Ditto is Ditto. you have to waste a turn transforming, and then it just becomes a copy of the other Pokemon, which a lot of people don't like. I like it a lot. But it doesn't really give you too many advantages, especially back in this generation. I should probably look for like a quick powder, if possible. I think that's only a hold item on Ditto, so I have to get lucky though, so we'll see. Dunsparce, another Pokemon with a 1% chance of appearing in Dark Cave, so it might take a little while for us to get it. Whoop, that's not my face. And also, it's known for just being kinda mediocre. And I don't know. I've seen it do cool things. I've seen it not evolve, because it doesn't evolve. So, And now we get into the opinions that are maybe not as straightforward. So another Pokemon we got going here is Little Chinchou. I love my Chinchou quite a lot. I think that Chinchou is an amazing Pokemon. And I know Chinchou is pretty good competitively and fairly often used. But I don't like Lantern. I don't like Lantern much. I just prefer Chinchou, so... I don't know, I think I'd maybe just use Chinchou, if given the choice. Which I do have the choice. Whoop. Another Pokemon that we've got. So we'll have probably too many Pokemon to start with, and we'll just dwindle those numbers down depending on what you guys want, and when we can even get the Pokemon. Some people are going to disagree with this because this Pokemon is used quite a lot. In Pokemon Gold and Silver playthroughs, but the next Pokemon is Sudowoodo. So Sudowoodo in later gens outside of this one kind of becomes irrelevant to most people, and that's the main reason it's on this list. Just because it stops being something unique and different after a while. So, yeah, that's the whole reason for it. Let me just change a thing, make this map black. Alright. That didn't change anything. Anyway, so those guys are there. I think that's pretty good starting team. So I mean, since it's Sudowoodo best, for sure. Oh wow, that just took up the entirety of the screen. Maybe you don't do that. That's just an image I made in Photoshop one time. Yep, that one's going to have to do because we don't have any other pictures of it. We also have a Wooper, because I think Wooper's amazing. I think it's super cool. I think it's great. Everyone kind of likes Quagsire because it's the only typing of that sort in this gen until the next generation. But I kind of don't... It's like a Chinchou Lantern situation. I don't really like Quagsire that much. But I think that Wooper is really cool. You'll notice that Wooper, Dunsparce to a degree. Actually, it's just those two, isn't it? Yeah, Wooper and Dunsparce, they don't really have arms. And speaking of not having arms, our next Pokemon also doesn't have arms. That's not the thing. The other Pokemon that we're going to be using is... Oh, that's the wrong folder. Which one do I want? This one? Yeah. So, there's potential of maybe adding something like a Lickitung, a Golduck, I don't know, maybe a Hoothoot or something to the team. Or even just a Dratini. Not evolving it ever, just a Dratini, but I feel like Dratini's also picked up quite a lot. But this is the final Pokemon that we will probably consider having onto the team. Its sprite's not very big, but here it is. Wow, it's real small actually. See? It's Poliwag. Poliwag slash Poliwell. Because I think they're good. People go for Poliwrath and Politoed. I can never decide between the two of them. So I kind of just like Poliwag and Poliwell a lot. So if I was to have that, that's probably where I would leave it. Just staying at that point. Well, that's way too big now. Oops. Poliwag. Look at it, no arms. Yet, these two Pokemon can both learn Ice Punch, I'm pretty sure. I know Poliwag at least gets Thief. Maybe not in this gen, but it definitely gets Thief. So, imagine getting mugged by a Poliwag with no arms. It's so cool. And I ended up making a few different teams for these guys on Pokemon Showdown last night as well. So we can actually go do that as well afterwards if we really wanted to. For the moment, I think I'll move my face cam up a little bit. That looks centered to me. And then I'll add these guys down below a bit. We can add that here as well, I suppose. Alright. They slowly fade. Also, all this music in the background is by Cody. Definitely go check him out. He's an awesome music producer. Look at him go. Look at this team. You know what? Let's put Ditto here. Put Chinchou in the middle. Maximize this guy. Get this guy more centered. There we go. Look at that. Look at this team. Except Ditto should be way up here and in front of everything else, so he just sponges around like he's three-dimensional, because he is. Where's that picture of Dunsparce? Do we want that one? Yeah. Yeah, I think we should keep that picture of Dunsparce. It's either this one or this one, where we just see like Dunsparce run away from Ash. You know, that's kind of funny. Let's keep it that way. All right. So the screen looks super clustered right now, and I think that's just fine. We can definitely work on fixing that between episodes and etc. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. Don't know how I'm gonna make it look neat, but somehow we'll try to get there. Is what I'm going to say now. Cool. Alright, so let me know, guys, what you think of our Pokemon team that we have here. Because I personally think that it's pretty great. Boop. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I've really got to say so far. How do you guys feel? Does it look like it's clustered? Because it definitely does to me. Let's get rid of that donation ticket for now as well. And we'll minimize this thing a bit. Sweet. Alright. Swing says they have a shiny Politoed. And yeah. It's such a messed up screen. But those are the Pokemon we're gonna try and get. And we'll try to add to our team. Anyway, I said that. We're going to be playing a vanilla sort of version of Pokemon Crystal as well, just so we can try and go through all this normally and generally in a pretty average way. Obviously, we're not going to be able to keep all these Pokemon below because is that 9 of them? There's less than that. 8 of them, right? Can I count? Yeah. So we'll pick these guys up one by one. We won't have them all, but I think they're all pretty good candidates. Again, like Golduck, I think is also pretty neat, so maybe we'll put that on there, just depending what we do. Yeah. Oh, I think Spinarak is also pretty decent, so we might even pick up a Spinarak early on. Not an Ariados, just a Spinarak.